Now, a large number of U.S. psychologists could be charged over their alleged involvement in CIA torture program after the 9/11 terror attacks. An independent review conducted by a former U.S. attorney has revealed that the largest association of psychologists, the APA, has long lied about and covered up involvement of its members in the tortures. The APA doctors have helped CIA agents perform harsh interrogations on terror suspects. Now, following the 9/11 attacks, CIA agents often applied torturous interrogation methods such as waterboarding, mainly at the Guantanamo Bay prison in Cuba. The program was carried out under the administration of former President George W. Bush. And to get more on this story, we're joined out of Los Angeles by Mr. Stephen Kelly, former CIA NSA contractor. Mr. Kelly, our report says these medical professionals may be charged for partaking in these tortures. Now, why do we not hear about those ordering the torturing and their chain of command being held accountable for crimes against humanity or war crimes for these illegal practices?
Well, I think that we're going to feign shock because we expect the medical professionals, of course, to be a little more pure and have integrity, not be involved in this sort of thing. But I think, obviously, we're talking about individuals, a lot of individuals, but at the same time, historically, these sort of organizations, they act like a mafia. With law enforcement and the various judicial system and obviously government agencies. So these clearly they are part of the system. They're not operating outside of the system. They are certainly part of the system. So basically, this sort of thing is it's been going on for a long time, and it's really nothing to be shocked about.
And when the torture report was first released in the Oversight Committee in Congress not too long ago, it seemed like the Obama administration totally disregarded it to a pretty disturbing degree. Now, are these psychologists going to end up being the scapegoats now?
Well, that's always a possibility, sure. Individuals, of course, they could select a few individuals that will fall. Of course, we're talking about something that is institution-wide, so certainly the institution isn't going to go away. Obviously, if you had to look at the institution as a whole, it would be corrupt naturally. But the point is, again, is that this is just one facet of a large system of oppression and system of control. And certainly this is a great way to, for the legal system, the government to, with the collusion of these so-called medical experts, to disappear people into a system and administer drugs. And it all seems very legitimate. So we're talking about some very corrupt individuals. If they decide to eat some of their own to have a little PR help, perhaps, we'll see. But I don't expect anything to change. I think the monster will remain healthy.
And Mr. Kelly, you did mention that medical professionals are expected to adhere to a certain standard of conduct. Now, they do have a responsibility to stop human suffering, regardless if the person is a criminal or not. Should they have reported this to the proper authorities?
Well, naturally, we would hope that, again, as individuals, that they would have been raised properly and have this integrity. Again, we're talking about an industry that is kind of a profit-based capitalist system where perhaps if the correct amount of money was offered, they would be willing to look the other way.
Well, thank you for your input there, Mr. Kelly. Mr. Stephen Kelly joining us out of Los Angeles, former CIA and NSA contractor.